I really don't know where this footage comes from, to be exact. But this is definitely one of the weirdest Minecraft encounters I've watched. So yeah, the footage where it comes from is unknown. I don't know the player either. This is not my footage. This is just some other Minecraft player's footage. I'm unsure of like where it comes from or anything like that. Or really the purpose of it. I think this was like intended to be a let's play because you can see in his hotbar he's already got a lot of stuff. He's in a village. He's got armor, as you can see. So I think this is just like he's been playing in this world for a while, I'm assuming. I think he's like set up in this sand village. Not really sure. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're going to watch this and kind of try to interpret what happened or what the player is going through. So yeah, that's the plan. It looks like here he obviously is finding a cave. He's getting his pickaxe out, so he's looking for ores. Oh, piece of iron there, so he got that. So yeah, it looks like right now he's just going mining, trying to find some iron, coal, redstone, gold. Oh man, so it looks like that explosion. Oh man, another creeper. So it looks like this cave is pretty mob heavy, and he was having like a hard time going through it to find minerals because he was getting close to death multiple times. And that creeper explosion like kind of caved it in with sand. So that's not good. Looks like here he's heading back in to try to find more minerals. It looks like he didn't have any coal in his inventory, so I think that's what he's really trying to find here, is some iron and coal. Spider there, so kills it. Coal, there we go. So found some coal and more iron, so we decided to mine that up. The creeper there. One thing I did find very odd about this video is there was like an abnormal amount of mobs, which is very, very strange. Never really took into consideration like that, why there was like a bunch of mobs. He's getting more coal here. So now it seems like he's heading out of the cave now. Here he finds a ravine right next to the village. I don't even know if he knew that was there or not. It looks like he was like, just found it, just now. So it looks like right now he's heading into, I'm assuming, yeah, this is his base. He's heading in here to smelt his iron and, put some things away in his chest and do some crafting before heading into that ravine that he saw earlier. So it looks like he's just preparing himself to go into the ravine, making sure he has everything in check in his inventory and stuff, making sure he's ready to go. Here he's heading to the ravine now. Heading in there to mine some more minerals. So what it looks like here is just exploring it, trying to find some more iron or coal, maybe some diamonds. Found some iron, some more iron here. Here he's going to the other side to explore it. At this point now it's nighttime, and it looks like there's actually not really that many minerals, just like some iron and a little bit of coal in this ravine. So it's pretty dry ravine, which I assume was annoying for the player here, because in the cave and now in the ravine, he's barely come up with really anything. He got an okay amount of iron, but it's pretty clean, pretty dry. Here he's blocking up out of the ravine, head back to his base. So now it's nighttime. And in deserts, mobs spawn like crazy. Other than mesa biomes, it is one of the most highly populated biomes with mob spawns. So I would say mesas and deserts are one of the top two most dangerous uh, biomes to live in the game. Right here, he's getting just attacked from everywhere, from husks, zombies. Not a good time for this guy. So yeah, heads into his base, and boom, there's a random sign that says "I'm coming." And clearly the player's obviously confused. He's like, what the hell? This is a single player world. Um, you know, nobody else should be on my world. It's no one else can get into it. It's a whitelisted single player server. So here he's clearly, you can see he's looking around because he's like who the hell put that sign there? I'm the only one in this world. So yeah, he's looking around, trying to see if he sees anyone, but all he sees is mobs. Here the mobs seem to get more and more crazy, so he tries to run to his base, hides in there. He destroys the sign, which if I was in his position, I would too. Yeah, you can see that he's like what the hell? Like like how did a random sign just get into my little hut? You're just taking out the mobs in the sand village and heading to bed. So that really was the first like weird thing that happened. But let's keep on watching and see what else happens. So here, the player has obviously continued playing, and I don't know if it's hard for you to see this. It's hard for me to see it a little bit in the footage right here, but there's a desert temple way off in the distance where his crosshair is pointing. So that's where his next exploration decision is. He's heading down to go and investigate the desert temple because desert temples have good loot, usually diamonds, gold, iron, enchanted books, stuff like that. So the only weird thing at this point is the sign that said "I'm coming," which is completely understandable. But it seems like he just he thought it was a weird thing, but he ignored it, and he's continuing to play the game, just like thinking, oh, it was odd, but let's continue playing. So now he's leaving the sandstone village, and heading to the desert temple. So he made it to the desert temple and decides to go inside. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Falls down on accident, and he got lucky he didn't hit the pressure plate, which would have exploded everything. Here he's just getting the loot. So here he dug in and found like a cave, which was pretty mob heavy. Almost basically causing him to die. There was just an unrelentless swarm of mobs in this cave underneath the desert temple. So here you can see that his hearts are constantly changing because I'm cutting it there. He died multiple times and had to go get his stuff. Here he blocks back up, and the entire desert temple is covered in redstone torches with a sign in front. It says, "I'm near." Now obviously this dude's like, what the hell? He gets freaked out and scared, runs out. It's nighttime again. Heavy mobs in the desert, so he decides to run back to the safety of the sand village. So he sees right there a cross. And that wasn't there before when he went off to the desert temple. So he goes and investigates it. Now it's a cobblestone cross with a redstone torch on top and some kind of weird green block that I don't know what that is. I don't know what that block is. It's a weird type of clay, I think, but that clearly wasn't there before. Something else that is crazy is the village is entirely gone. Right there was the village. The villagers are still there, but the village is fucking gone. And the guy's just like, what the hell? What just happened to the village? So obviously here he's getting attacked by a lot of mobs. And he's like, okay, the village is gone. There's a weird cross, redstone torches in the desert temple. I gotta get out of here. So right here he's fighting the mobs off. And at this point he's like, okay, yeah, let's just get out of here because I'm gonna die. So he's running to the forest and dies. Respawns. And he respawns in a completely different place than where he should be spawning, which would be back in the desert. And he spawns in a snow biome. He's lost his inventory, and he's like, okay, something clearly is not right here. So here he's climbing the snowy mountain right now. He's trying to get a vantage point and trying to figure out where the hell he is in the game. Because that doesn't normally happen. If you lose your bed, you teleport to the spot where you spawned in when you created the world, which would be the desert for him. But instead, he's in a snow biome, which is completely wrong and weird. Here you can see there's a taiga, spruce forest down there. So he starts making his way down safely. Getting attacked by mobs, so he's just like running basically through the rain into the spruce forest because he just doesn't want to die. He's got nothing on him to protect himself, so it's just a bad situation for the player right now. So he's basically lost. He doesn't really know where he's going. And then he sees a random house. Which is also like, like what the hell? Those don't spawn in the game at all. There are woodland mansions, but that's not what woodland mansions look like. Mobs are just attacking him like crazy, so he just decides to run into this random house. He doesn't know where this house came from. He doesn't know who could have built it. So he's getting attacked by mobs, so he decides to just run into the house for safety. So now he's in this random house that he does not know where it came from, how it was in his single player world, and who built it. Houses do not spawn like that. So he decides to just explore the inside of the house. And it is like really well built. I mean, very well built. Like the interior is crazy, the roofing, the structure of the house itself. There's nothing in any of the chests in the house, which is weird. Like, why have any chests if you're not gonna put anything in it? And it's just like there's a lot of just decorative rooms, and there's 3 floors, which is bizarre. Going up to the 2nd level. This appears maybe to be like the kitchen on one side. There's a balcony out here. Yeah, this side I think is like a kitchen or something. Not really sure. And then out here is just like another balcony. Going up to the 3rd level now. I think that's like a TV couch type of thing. I don't really know. bedroom. It's just bizarre. Like, these things don't spawn in a game at all. It's just the weirdest thing. So I can immediately be like, the player is probably like, what the hell? Like, what is this? So here the player turns from looking out the window and there's a random cross out of those weird green blocks that I don't know what is made out of. Then the house is on fire. Just a lot of things happen at once, and it's super confusing. There's a bit of lag because of the fire. The player gets scared of dying from the fire, so he runs out of the house. Then there's a sign there that says, "Hello brother, I am here," which is completely just creepy and weird. The player runs out of the house in panic, and the house is ablaze and burns down. No idea how the fire started. Maybe lightning could have struck it because it was raining, but I'm really unsure. It just seems very, like, odd that they just happened to catch on fire right when he saw the weird green cross. So he, again, basically runs for his life back into the spruce forest at night, of course, where there is a bunch of mobs, away from the burning mansion or wood house, whatever it is. Again, getting close to death. So yeah, he almost dies right here, but I don't know how he manages to escape these creepers and skeletons, and a baby zombie. But he manages to escape the spruce forest and go to the dark oak. So here he has one heart. He's almost basically going to die. But he makes it out. And it's starting to become daytime, which is good. Then there's a weird glitch in his footage, and he disconnects.